Let's talk about what it's like to buy a house in Jupiter, Florida with me. The first step is us meeting or a phone call if you're far away. At this point in your search, I'm sure that you're armed with properties for me to look at from Zillow and Redfin and Realtor.com. If you're financed and you haven't spoken to a lender, now is the time to do that as well. The next step is for you to tell me what you're looking for in a home. Everyone has a driver and I want to know yours. That can be, do you need enough land to stable horses? Do you want an oceanfront view? Do you need enough dockage for a boat? Do you want to be on a golf course? Do you want to be in a gated community? Are the schools for your kids important? Do you want to be within walking distance to a bar because you have kids? Third step, let's go see some houses. It's going to give you the opportunity to kind of tell me what it is you really want in a house and what you don't want in a house. Also allow you to see some different communities around Jupiter and different areas of it, and find some ones that maybe you're more interested in and others that you're not interested in. There's such a broad array of housing here, right? You have the farms where that's for the equestrian and large land parcels, and you have waterfront if you want that, and if you had unlimited funds, you can have horses on the ocean. I mean, why not? All right, next step is making an offer. For a lot of you coming from other states where at this point the attorney writes the contract, we don't have that here. Down here, the agent writes the contract. It's an as-is contract for the most part that just has some, it's boilerplate. But you do have to make different additions, different selections, different elections, and write-in terms. So there are some moving pieces to it, but it's a bit more user-friendly than real estate deals I've done in other states. All right, next step, it's going to be deposits and due diligence within that contract. The due diligence period down here, it's basically an unfettered right for the buyer to cancel a contract. However, because it is an as-is contract, the sellers are not obligated to do repairs on the property. So once we do our inspections, we can either cancel the contract if there's something really wrong with the property, ask the owner to fix certain items, which we then obligate them to do through an addendum, or ask for a credit for repairs that we would want done that the owner hasn't done. Relatively straightforward, honestly. Next step is we're going to want to close out all the remaining contingencies that are on the contract, and that can include your financing contingency. Final step, pop in the bubbly. Let's celebrate. House is yours, or if you're like me, let's have a glass of whiskey.